when it comes to the CRA and PLD, there's kind of a hope that it might kind of shift the mindset of corporations to say that maybe it's time to get involved and actually work on the software that they are using. Because up until today, there's still a lot of we are just conscious or unconscious users of open source software. I grabbed the package, the library, the ISO, the whatever from somewhere because it was free. And that's where the involvement ends, that I'm aware I'm using it, and that's all. So not participating in the maintenance. So there's kind of a hope with the CRA and PLD that it might shift the mindset towards maybe this is the time to get involved in maintenance. Do you think that it might have that effect, or it will go a different way?
I think there's a piece where it's like, but you've provided me with this, you need to maintain it. I think that I'm not sure. I hope that you are suggesting something that will be a reality, but my experience is that people don't do things that involve money, or businesses don't do things that involve money unless they have to. And maintaining has a cost to it, right? So companies that currently participate in open source don't do it out of benevolence. I think we have to be really clear on that. People do it because ultimately, if you're in a company, the single requirement that is universal for companies is the generation of shareholder value. That is their purpose. They are not there for other reasons at the moment. And I suspect we will see that shift. Whether it's in my working career or later, I don't know, but I suspect we'll see a more balanced set of requirements on companies over time. And, employee well-being and things will become part of and sustainability will become part of the things. But right now, there is a single requirement in all companies. And what you see is across companies, people, rightly, because this is their job, doing what generates that value. Now, if that value comes from open source, that's why they're contributing to open source projects. So HP, when you were there, Phil, was not doing open source for the good of its health, right?
Never.
Well, anybody, Google, Microsoft, Amazon, everybody we talk about who, all the banks that are moving to open source, they're not doing it because they're hobbyists. They're doing it because it's good for business, because it is the best way to generate technology. And I think that's the message that we are not getting through to the policymakers and the governments. That you do have this hobbyist layer, then you have a business layer, and then you have a significant global end user population who are using it for enterprise, using it for our national infrastructure and our critical infrastructure, because it is the best thing that we have got. Now, whether it will be in 10 or 20 years, who knows? But right now it is. So what we have to do is build understanding and not regulate it out of existence or squeeze those who innovate into such a tight corner that they're not able to. And getting that message across is quite hard. Sometimes when I speak to policy people, I explain tech as a pizza. And I've got to that level because I've gone through many iterations of explaining things and people don't get it. And if I explain to them it's like a pizza, and you go to a restaurant, when you get there, what people do is choose the toppings. Very rarely they discuss the base. And your toppings are like AI, the ML, blockchain, the cloud, the internet. Those are your toppings, but sitting underneath it is this universal base that is largely open source. And if you take it away, you've got a sloppy mess. Now, when I explain it like that, people who are on the policy level in some places get it, but would not get any more nuance than that, at least in the early stages. Now, that's the level we have to take our messaging back to if we want to have impact.